Hi everybody, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to do what I'm calling the spider stitch shells. And the reason why I'm calling it that is because it looks like the spider stitch, but with shell peaks. So this tutorial is going to show you how to create this stitch. So to do this stitch, you can do it with any ply yarn and whatever hook that yarn recommends. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to be making it with worsted weight yarn, which is 4 ply for the US, 10 ply for Australia, and a 5mm hook or a size H hook for the US. And the multiples of this stitch is 14 plus 5. And what that means is that you're going to be doing in multiples of 14 repeatedly until you reach your desired width, and once you have, chain 5 more and you're ready to begin row 1. Now I've chained sets of 14 twice, so now I'm ready to chain my plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now I'm ready to begin row 1. So row 1, they want you to double crochet 3 in the 5th chain from the hook. So you're going to count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in this 5th chain from the hook, you want to put 3 double crochets all in that same stitch. Then you're going to chain 3, skip 4, and single crochet in the next. So we're going to count over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip those 4, and in the 5th stitch over, go ahead and insert your hook because you're just going to be doing a single crochet. And that's the start of the repeat. The chain 3, skip 4, and single crochet in the next stitch is the start of the repeat for the round. And it continues by chaining 3 again, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th one over, put a single crochet. So this one was skip 4, this one is skip 3. Sorry, I had to double check because I know that for the pattern, from here on out, it says to skip 5. But I was checking the chart and it does look like for the first time here it's skip 4. Okay, so the actual repeat is going to start with this first single crochet, then skip 3, single crochet. Let me get a little closer for you guys. And then after that, you're going to be starting to chain 3 and skip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in this next stitch, you're going to be making your peak, which consists of 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, worked all in that same stitch. So let's just make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skipped 5, and then the 6th stitch over, put 3 double crochets, chain 3, and then 3 double crochets. And then you're going to go back to the repeat, which is chain 3, skip 4. Okay, here would be a good place for me to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Skip 4 here. So after you do a peak, chain 3, skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 5th one over, you'll put your single crochet. Then you'll chain 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one over, you'll put your single crochet. Then you'll chain 3. And then you'll be skipping over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is our ending stitch. So to end, after this single crochet and chain 3, and in the very last chain of the row, you'll do your 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going right off my pattern, by the way. And then chain 1, and then into the same stitch, do 1 more double crochet, and that will end your row. So in the very last chain of the row, 3 double crochets, chain 1, double crochet. And then we're ready for row 2. This is what the row 1 looks like. Okay, so for row 2, you want to chain 4 and turn. And for the remainder of this pattern, we're always going to be doing a chain 4 and turning. And in this very first chain 1 space, we're going to be putting 3 double crochets worked into the same stitch. Same chain 1 space. And we're going to put 1 double crochet in the next 3 double crochets. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 1 double crochet worked in this last double crochet. And then I'm going to chain 2. And then we're going to be skipping the first chain 1 space, and we'll always be skipping the second chain, chain 3. So we'll skip the first chain 3 and the last chain 3. We're only going to be working in this middle, and you'll put 3 single crochets worked on that chain 3 space. Then you'll chain 2, and you're going to skip this last space. And you're going to do what we did here, which was put 1 double crochet in each of these 3. Let me get my yarn here. Put 1 double crochet in each of these 3 double crochets here. Then we'll be making our new peak in the chain 3 space here, and that will consist of 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, all worked in that same chain 3 space. And then along the next side here, these 3 double crochets, you'll be putting 1 double crochet in each one of those spaces. And then you're going to repeat what we did before. Going to chain 2, skip the first 3, and in the middle one here, we're going to be putting 3 single crochets worked in that chain 3 space. Then you'll chain 2 again, and then on this side of it, you'll be putting 1 double crochet in the next 3 double crochets. Now to end our row, we're going to be putting 3 double crochets worked in the top of the chain 4, and then we're going to go down 1 chain. We'll chain 1 and we'll put a double crochet in this next one. So the very first top of the chain 4, we'll put 3 double crochets in it. 3 double crochets, and then you'll chain 1 and then yarn over and go into the next chain down, and put a double crochet there. And that will end row 2. And then as always, we're going to be doing a chain 4 and turning, but let me get to that row first on my pattern here. So this is row 3, and this is the row that I did in white. If you saw my purple and white picture of the stitch, this was the white row, row 3. And this is also the first repeat row. So when you go back to start doing your repeats, you'll start with row 3. So you'll begin by chaining 4 and turning, like we do every row. Chain 4, turn, and then in that very first chain, we're going to be putting a double crochet in this chain 1 space here. We'll be putting a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet worked all in that chain 1 space. Then you'll chain 1, skip 1, and then the very next stitch, you'll put a double crochet. Then you'll chain 1, skip 1, and then the next one, you'll put a double crochet. And then you'll chain 1, skip 1, and then this final double crochet here, you'll put a double crochet. But don't chain 1, because we're going to be making somewhat of a lower peak here, and we're going to skip all this, find that first double crochet on this side, and without chaining, just yarn over and put a double crochet in that first double crochet. Then you'll chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet. Then chain 1, skip 1, put a double crochet. Let me just check here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now we're going to skip. We'll have to chain 1 again. Okay, chain 1, skip 1, and then in our peak, we're going to be making our new peak, which will consist of a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then you'll chain 3, and then you'll do that again. You'll put a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. This is all worked in that same chain 3 stitch. And then you'll chain 1, skip 1, which is this very next double crochet, and you'll put a double crochet in the next. Then chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, and now it brings us to the end here, our very last double crochet of this side. So don't chain 1, just yarn over and put a double crochet in the first double crochet of this side. Then you'll chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. And if you're here on this side, then again, chain 1 and do your peak. And when you get to the end of the row here, you have basically the very last one. Let me just double check here. Yeah, after you chain 1, so you'll do your double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, skipping a stitch in between. And the very last double crochet, you chain 1 again. And then in the top of the chain 4, the ending chain 4, you'll put a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, just like you would if it was the peak here. And then you'll chain 1, and then you'll move over 1 chain and put a double crochet, and that will end your row. And that's what the end of row 3 looks like. And remember, that's the beginning of the repeat row. So you always want to come back to that row. So next is row 4. Let me get down to it. Okay, so row 4 is the flattest row, and the one that I used to try to flatten out this stitch, because I thought, no one's gonna want to make a half, blanket if you want to use this for a blanket or something. So I used row 4 just because it was the flattest, and I'll show you how I tried to make it as flat as possible. Also, I did a row of single crochets at the bottom to try to, even out the look of the crochet row on top. So for row 4, you're going to double crochet 3. Hold on a second, let me find this. Okay, so this is going to be the spider stitch row. So this is one where you're going to be combining all this area here. It'll be a spider stitch. So you will chain 4 and turn like you always do, like you always should. So this very first chain 1 space you got here, you want to put 3 double crochets worked all into that very first chain 1 space. So 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to be starting our spider stitches. Now keep in mind, you don't want to complete your triple crochets here, because you're going to be making 4 of them, and then we're going to combine them into 1 stitch. So you're going to always leave your last loop on the hook. So we're going to be using, you can see here, this is our kind of V-stitch we had going here. So we're going to skip that, and we're going to be using these 2. And if you want a little help, a little guide, this is our this is our, I guess, lower peak, if you want to call it. And we'll always be using these 2 spaces on either side of our lower peak. And then we'll be skipping 1, and then we'll be using the other one. So for on this side, you'll be using these 2, and on this side, you'll be using these 2. Skipping the one in the middle, and skipping the big one too. So we're going to be putting 4 stitches. And since they're triple crochets, you're going to need to yarn over twice. So once you have your chain 5, yarn over twice. And again, we're going to be skipping that first V-stitch space there and going right into the next space, pulling up a loop. Then you'll yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, leaving that last loop on your hook. And now since you're going to triple crochet again, yarn over twice. Again, we're going to be using only these 2 on either side, and with skipped one in between. So we're going to skip this very next one, and then in this space here, we're going to do our triple crochet. So yarn over, whoops, all that explanation, I lost my double wrap over. So skip the next one, and then you'll do your triple crochet in the next, leaving the last loop on your hook. You're going to skip the big space here, yarn over twice, and then the next one you'll put another incomplete triple crochet. Then again, yarn over twice again, skipping the next space. Then in the final space here, do your triple crochet, leaving your last loop on the hook. You should have a total of 5 loops on your hook. You'll yarn over and you'll pull through all 5 of those loops. Then you'll chain 1 to secure it. Actually, you're going to have to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because remember, we chained 5 on this side. So we chained 5 on this side as well. And we'll be going right in. We'll be skipping the rest of this and going right into our peak. So this chain 3. So after you chain 5, you need to make your peak stitch. And your peak stitch is going to be 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 3. And then you'll do 3 double crochets again. All worked in the same stitch. 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, all in that chain 3 space. And then I believe that's the repeat. So on the other side of our peak, we're going to be chaining 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then yarn over twice. We're going to be skipping our first space and going into our next. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over twice, skip the next space and go into the next. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over twice, skip the next big space, and then the following triple crochet. Go 4 loops on your hook, yarn over twice, skip the next space, and then, hey kitty. So now we have 5 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, and again you will chain 5 on this side too. Okay kitty, hold on. So chain 5 on this side, and we'll be working in our chain stitches now. Just make sure. Okay, so the top of the chain 4 here, you're going to put 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Kitty trying to eat the box. Hey Pepper, can you please stop? Okay, so then you'll chain 1, skip the next chain, and then double crochet in this very last stitch. And that is the end of row 4. And let me go feed this kitty. Okay, so that was the end of row 4, so row 5, and row 5 is basically a repeat of row 2, but you're just going to be using different stitches, but you'll recognize it. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and turn, and we're going to be putting our 3 double crochets in this first chain 1 space, and then you'll put 1 double crochet in the next 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Then you'll want to chain 2, and you'll be putting 1 double crochet, single crochet. Put 1 single crochet in this chain 5 space, 1 single crochet in this middle stitch, that's the triple crochet, and then 1 single crochet in this chain 5 space. So let's start with putting 1 single crochet in our first chain 5, put 1 single crochet in that triple crochet cluster thing, and then single crochet in the next chain 5 space. Then you'll chain 2 on this side, and you'll do your peaks the way you did for row 2, which is putting 1 double crochet in the next 3 double crochets. And then in the chain 3 peak stitch, you'll put your 3 double crochets, chain 3, and 3 double crochets worked all in the same stitch. And then on this side of the peak, you're also going to be putting 1 double crochet in the next 3 double crochets. And that's how you'll do the peaks for this row. 1 double crochet in each of these double crochets, and then the peak is 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then you'll put 1 double crochet in the 3 double crochets on this side, and that'll bring you back up to here. So we're going to chain 2 and do our 3 single crochets again. Again, the first one will be worked in the first chain 5 space. The second one will be in that triple crochet stitch. And then your third will be in the other chain 5 space. And then you'll chain 2 again. And brings us up to these 3 double crochets. And this is going to be your peak again. So again, you'll be putting 3 double crochets, and then in the center you'll do your peak. Okay, but this one brings us up to our ending chain 4. In the ending chain 4, you want to put 3 double crochets worked in this first top chain. So in that very top chain, or in the space, it may even be easier just to put it in the space, one of the two. And then you'll chain 1, and then make sure you hit the next chain down, and you'll put a double crochet in that one. So in this last space, you'll need 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then 1 double crochet worked on that double crochet below. And that will end row 5. And the repeat of this pattern is going to be repeat rows 3 through 5 until you have reached your desired size. Now, like I was telling you before, row 4 is the flattest row. So I'm going to back up to the end of row 4, and I'll show you my design on how to kind of even make it flatter. So I'm going to back out even to the chain 4 space. Okay, so let's just say you finished row 4 and you're ready to finish off whatever you're doing. You want it to be flat. So I say after row 4, you want to go ahead and chain 1 and turn. And you want to single crochet in the chain 1 space, and then single crochet in the next double crochet. So first off, double crochet, so single crochet and chain 1 space. Okay, so single crochet in the very first one, and then in the next double crochet as well, put a single crochet. And then now put a half double crochet in the next 3. Okay, so I did write this wrong. Okay, hold on, back up here. Okay, so when you get done with your row 4 and you're ready to make it flat, you want to go ahead and chain 1 and then you'll single crochet in this very first stitch, and then in the chain one space you'll also single crochet. Then you want to put a half double crochet. So yarn over, put a half double crochet in the next 3 double crochets. And then half double crochet 3 times in the chain 5 space. So in this chain 5 space here, put 3 more half double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet in the triple crochet cluster. So in this next stitch in the cluster, we'll put a double crochet. And then you'll be doing 3 half double crochets in this chain 5 space as well. 1, 2, 3. Then you'll half double crochet in the next 2 double crochets, and then single crochet in this last double crochet here. And in the chain 3 space, you want to put 2 single crochets. 1, 2. Then you'll single crochet again in this double crochet afterwards, and then you'll be putting 3 double crochets in the next 2 double crochets. I put 1, 2, and then yeah. Okay, so I need to correct that on the pattern real quick. Oh, I'll fix that later, I guess. Okay. So it's kind of making it somewhat flat. Okay, so you've come up to the chain 5 space again, so you want to put 3 half double crochets worked in this chain 3 space, chain 5 space, sorry. Then double crochet in your triple crochet. Then do 3 half double crochets worked in this chain 5 space. Then single crochet in the very first of the 3 double crochets here on the end, and then in the next 2 you'll put a half double crochet, and then single crochet in the top, chain 4. And that's the first row of the flat. I got one more row to hopefully make it even flatter. So the row 2 for the flattening rows, you'll chain 1 and turn. Then you'll single crochet in the first single crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet in the next. Then you want to repeat this for the row. So chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next. Just keep doing this all the way down the row. And then in the very last single crochet, just single crochet. Kind of pulls here. I don't know, maybe you want to do 2 chains here on the peak. It may make that to where it won't. But it's flatter. I mean, you can go ahead and try to do it again, but I think that after that I kind of decided good enough. And I went ahead and to make things a little bit more even, I wanted to go ahead and put a row on this side. See if I have any more yarn over here I can use. I do, and it's pink. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Okay, let's see. It looks like for the bottom, I went ahead and did a single crochet attachment in that very first. I'm just going to go and slip stitch, not slip stitch, but single crochet attachment. So you just insert it into that chain space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. That's your first single crochet. This is some old yarn just to make tutorials out of. Okay, so I want you to make 3 single crochets in that first chain 5 space. single crochet in the double crochet. So I guess in this single double crochet on this side. And then single crochet 3 in the next chain 5 space. So 1, 2, 3. And then single crochet on this single crochet. And then you'll just keep repeating that for the row. So I'm in another chain 5 space, so I will again put 3 single crochets in that same chain. And then I'll put 1 in the bottom of my connecting stitch. And then when I get to another chain space, I'll put 3 single crochets here, then single crochet in the bottom of that stitch. Then again, I'm in a chain space, so I'm going to put 3 single crochets, and then single crochet in that next connecting stitch, and then single crochet in these last. And that's where I ended the row. I don't know if you want to incorporate the end stitches one more to make it a little bit more wider. It's up to you. This was just something that I found to be a little easier to make it flatter. But it's just a rough draft. I've not made this into a tutorial. I haven't made this to a blanket. It's not been tested. This is just to give you an idea on how to make it flatter if that's what you want. So give it a try. Mess around with it. But that is the stitch. And that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this channel. Let me know if you find any chart patterns that you would like me to do. As long as they're open charts, they're not owned by anybody. I'm not taking somebody's chart from their pattern and making a tutorial for it. So please don't send those to me. If you find a stitch alone that has a chart pattern and you need help with it, then send it and maybe I'll do a tutorial on it. Until then, make sure you check me out. I'll be putting out more stitches. They may not all have video tutorials, but they will have picture tutorials. But if I feel like I can't teach it well enough in pictures, then I will put out a video tutorial. But please keep checking the page because I'm going to be trying to do things a lot more regular now that I finally got my site updated. So that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. That's it. Bye.